59% in the second half and did not allow a field goal in the final 6 minutes. Coach?
Well, in preparation for this game, and told our guys, and looking at the tape again in our first outing at North Texas, first they are very hard playing, physical. They really test your ability to keep your balance mentally and physically, because just the way they play on both ends of the ball, it really tests you. And I thought down in Denton, it fatigued us down the stretch, and we made some errors. They made some really good plays. And today I'm just really proud of our team for almost getting stronger as the game went on, and we're being able to make some of those plays, get stops, especially in the last 6 minutes, and then be able to turn it into some baskets on the other end to extend the lead and get a really good win against a very hard-playing good team.
2 consecutive Wednesday nights that play out almost identically. I mean, what similarities did you see between the last 7 or 8 minutes tonight as compared to against Memphis?
Well, I think the similarities were really the stops, the consecutive stops, and then turning them into baskets on the other end. That's how you make a run. It's in that order, really. It was the stops, and we were able to finally limit their offensive rebounding, because they really hurt us there throughout the night. But we were able to get stops, and we were able to execute on the other end, make a couple plays, hit a couple threes, got some free throws. And, the similarity was the crowd. I thought our crowd ignited us. It got loud. Our guys feed off of that. We've got an energetic, competitive group, and when you feel that from your fans as well, that's a great thing.
You guys really don't like each other. The teams seem like. I mean, I like a rivalry where they don't. There's a little, how to say,
chippy.
Yeah, whatever you call it. During, at the end of the game and after the game, I mean, there's emotions. I like it when they're mixing it up a little bit. You can talk about a little bit about the rivalry, and with the tough loss and coming back, I know how much motivated you guys were.
I think it's two really competitive teams and programs, and got great respect from North Texas. Have competed against them a lot over several coaches, and they Coach Robinson and his staff do a great job, and they play with a grit and a physicality that if you don't at least match, it's going to be a really tough night. And so we really challenged our guys. It's an emotional, physical game in the American Conference, and so I'm proud of our guys for standing in there and continue to compete. The stuff after that is not necessary, and that's on us as well. But I am proud of our guys for the way they competed tonight.
And Barry was talking about the similarities. Putbacks were like huge, and when you get down 3, and the putbacks seem to really seem to be. I mean, they energized you and got you guys going. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, scoring is really tough to come by, and that's a similarity of these last 2 Wednesdays. Is 2 of the best defensive teams, not just in our league, but 2 of the better teams in the country. And so manufacturing points was at a premium. North Texas is really stingy. I mean, you have to, the way they deny certain passes, and then if you score in an action, they're just really good defensively. And so I challenged their guys, especially I was really upset with the way they were getting us on the glass. We needed to turn around and do that, and just challenge them with their physicality, their pursuit, get some rebounds. I thought there were some really big plays that were made on the glass there at the end for us.
And just one more thing. Talk a little bit about you had some guys in foul trouble. Brian picks up 4th foul, managing the foul trouble, and then when Brian comes back, it seems like you guys got a boost.
Tyler is one of those guys that does a lot of things that doesn't show up in the stat sheet. However, he had 10 points and 7 rebounds, and that was loud. He had 2 assists. I thought KJ Martin gave us a big boost tonight. Young freshman, still 18 years old, and he played some big minutes in a very physical game at the 5 spot for us, especially when they went smaller. So, his foul trouble, Miles Barnstable's foul trouble, it was a really physical game, and we were trying to stick in there. And so, this was a total team effort. We needed it from everybody.
In that closing stretch, how important was Barnstable because of the foul trouble, trouble getting
Yeah, you know, he's a guy that he can run for days. It just feels like, and I thought he pressed a little early. He was hyped up, and you know, he's a guy he can make tough shots. They were all over him. He's in foul trouble. Says a lot about who he is as a person to just stay locked in and compete. Ends up with 18 points and made some big ones down the stretch. Those 2 threes that he got free for, you know, you just felt great about it. When he misses, you're surprised, but he's a tough competitor now.
He must not out, I guess. He must handle it well when he doesn't make shots. You know what I mean? Because it's like Barry Lewis said at like the 8-minute mark. He said, "Well, this is where Miles Barstow got hot last week, right here." And I said, "Yeah, I don't know if you got it tonight." And then bang, 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 bang. You know, so you must have had confidence.
I have total confidence in Miles Barnstable. I mean, the guy is, you know, he's an everyday guy. Like, and we've been together now since the first week of June, and he's rarely changed one bit. I mean, he took a shot in the mouth and had a bloody mouth, and he just didn't even flinch. And that's what we say. Like, he doesn't flinch, and he'll get frustrated with himself at times, and you can see that there's some steam building up in there, but he moves on pretty quickly. He's just a competitive, even, consistent guy.
Can you take more from this kind of win, you know, when you got to dig down deep and they challenge you the way they do and you find a way to overcome going forward than, you know, just sort of a typical run of the day? Is this the kind of thing that can really help you for February and March?
I think no question. I think being able to win against different styles is really important. High possession games, low possession games, different types of defenses. Because when you get into March and you're trying to, you know, play in a conference tournament or play in postseason, you could have a different type of team sprung up on you pretty quick. And having that type of experience together, it only gets more physical as the season goes on. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, it just does. Just the competitiveness, the physicality, the intensity, it just keeps ramping up. And this is a great league. Being able to win a game like this against North Texas, this is one of those rock fight type games. I mean, they're just, they have a way of really testing you. They're really good. And so this was an important win for us.
Was there a little bit of vengeance too, just that being your first conference loss and then coming back and trying to just get that even series back?
Yeah, I'd say like there was, you know, what we talk about is try to even the series, you know, almost make it like the NBA playoffs a little bit, for a number of reasons. Every game is important, whether we've played a team before or not, if we're playing them once or twice during the regular season. But, you know, it's the nice thing about, it always used to be this way, right? The double round robin, where you had some history with somebody the time before. And with that comes, I think, even more competition because you're so familiar with the other team. It's not just on a video screen or on a piece of paper. We can remember and reference and show them where we went wrong and where they beat us, and guys were fired up for this one.
FAU's got a big game tomorrow night. Well, there's a big game in the conference tomorrow night, right? I guess it's big for about a half dozen teams, really. Are you going to watch it intently, or maybe even as a team, kind of watch it to get a?
I don't even know who do they play.
You didn't even know.
No, I don't. I really don't pay any attention to that.
Really?
Not much. I mean, I look at scores almost every night. I'll follow scores. I'll follow scores of the league. I will follow scores of my best friends. And then I just follow scores because I love this.
So I just want.
But I don't pay any attention.
I just glanced at this, right, and just for the sake of, you know, and it has Tulsa in first place, right? And I just remember where you were 2 weeks ago, which was like 8th place. Just wonder how satisfying it is to put this last 2.5 weeks together.
Yeah, I think what's satisfying, and certainly not satisfied, but I am proud of our guys for how they've battled adversity. And in today's world, people can turn on you really quick in these games, right? And the guys have kept, there's been no panic. There's been even just information that they have focused on. There's been great intent and purpose. We're a long ways away. I mean, we still have 10 regular season games left. So there is so much season left. So many things can happen. We're just focused on, they've earned a day off tomorrow and then we'll get back to it and get ready for Wichita State. That's where our focus is at.
So you get the dog tomorrow that you didn't get last week.
Correct. Yeah. No, we've been at it. You know, I said it on at the radio show, but you know, Luke Hillen in the back with Josh Wolf, the logistics of what we went through last week and pushing up that game in Rice and the travel and the weather and all that stuff, like all those things matter to get us back, to get rested and recovered, because we knew this was going to be a really tough game.
High emotion game, Wichita State coming into the building Sunday. How do you refocus up the team after such a fatiguing emotion game?
Well, luckily, fortunately, we've got a few days, but I'm not concerned at all about our guys getting excited about playing a basketball game. They love that, and I've seen Wichita State now against some of our like opponents, and they're playing really good basketball. And of course, we'll provide guys with information. We've got a lot of new players, and this is our longest standing, most historic game. And they're playing really well. I don't know when they play. Actually, I think they've got a bye.
They're off till Sunday.
Yeah.
They have 8 days.
That's right. So they've had plenty of time to get ready and rested and so forth. But these are the fun games, and playing Wichita State is one of those great long-standing rivals that fans that have been coming here for many, many years can think of so many different games against a Wichita State. So we're going to enjoy this one here for an hour or two, and then get ready for the Shockers.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, everybody.